lost again. A little baby gone, I can quietly drink away. And I went away, Rudolph, running like a saber jam. Yeah. Run, run, Rudolph, and I gotta make it in town. Santa's in a hurry, man, and he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, running like a merry-go-round. Run, run, Rudolph.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to your 2023 Holiday Extravaganza. I know what you're all thinking. If Ruben can pull off a Dominican Santa, I can be anything I want when I grow up. But seriously, we look forward all year for this event. It's the most cherished event. Not only do we all get all US-based and North American affiliate employees together to celebrate the holidays, we get to look back at everything that we have accomplished this year, and we have our talented Amway Christmas band here to keep us entertained.
I couldn't agree more, Ruben. I mean, this is one of the most cherished moments I think we all have throughout the year. And if we think about 2023 and all of the magnificent things that we have to, through the walk of 2023. I mean, we all got to come back to the office and see our bosses and all of you, right? Everyone here. But even more than that, right? How amazing is it to see our ABOs back in the halls, right? Going through some of those distributor events. Pretty amazing, right? In addition, the Treehouse, talk about an inspiring place that we can all go and work, even though it's hard to find a space now, right?
Everybody wants to be there.
Everybody wants to be there. But I think, one thing too, Ruben and I were talking about is the family events, right?
The Fall Fest.
The Fall Fest, where we actually get to bring our families together and see why we go to work every day and the people that we work with. And, I remember the picnics at Fallisburg Park, and those are the things that my kids remember. So I think just bringing those types of things back has just been really instrumental. And, I have to mention, right? The manufacturing team going from an 8-ounce energy drink to a 12-ounce energy drink really has allowed us.
Everybody gets just a little more.
Just a little more. But we get to spread more positive energy in the land of Amway, and that is awesome. And I love the holidays more than anyone. I love the presence of my family, some of them, and I really love lights. Lights, Ruben.
What happened to the lights?
Wait, I know
Did
everyone here.
To pay the electrical
they've
bill
worked
here?
really hard, and so we really need to see. Okay, this ought to do it.
Let's see. There you go.
And it's lit.
Somehow it feels like we're in a movie. But now that the stage is lit, I think it's time for our first speaker of the day to come here. He's someone who has been instrumental in making our Amway home feel like a home again. Let's welcome Millen Pant.
Thank you. It does feel like home. I've been here in West Michigan in Grand Rapids for 5 years. And before I moved here, the coldest place our family lived in was Dallas. Well, it's sunny and gorgeous in December now, and here in Grand Rapids, it feels like home. Really, you made it. You made it nice and warm for all of us. The theme today is coming home, and for me, coming home links up to when I get back after my international trips, and I'm back home. Steve, Doug, and I were out for almost 2 weeks in October, and then I got back home. And for the next week, 10 days, I was waking up between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. Our boys have left for college, so we are empty nesters. Amrita wants nothing to do with me at 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. So for me, coming home means Tyra. Tyra and only Tyra. So I don't know about how many of you, but for me, coming home is her. Because Tyra offers unconditional love. Right? She and I talk to each other. I exchange my health plan and health goals. Challenges in the business. Only China is growing, but about the rest, still work in progress. Stuff happening with the board, whatever. Everything, Tara and I have my chai. Tara gets an early, breakfast or whatever. Has all the treats, and then, that's coming home for me. But I think Brandy and Ruben, you talked about many highlights of this year, which is what, when I look back at 2023, I think about the similar things. I think about the Fall Fest, when all the families came in here, or about the summer employee get together. I mean, you see all these photos, right? We got the tree house or the Halloween. Wasn't that amazing? A number of teams who said we should have been earlier in the sequence. Because by the time the kids got to us, all the votes had been, taken. Like I remember Jacques and Lisa and, our office was so upset that they were last. Like they didn't get it. Everyone's so competitive and having a good time. But this is the idea of the Amway family, right? And all these events are just some signals that the family is back. I mean, we had the pandemic. It was difficult. Team and Zoom seem to be how relationships are built. That's not the way. We are a people business. We are a relationship business. We are an Amway family in its truest sense. And you made it happen this year. You worked hard at it. I know this was requiring adjustment from many of you. We have collaboration days. And I know you're balancing life and kids and spouses and nieces and nephews and parents and work. And you're doing a really good job. But us coming together like this today is what makes us Amway. But when I reflect on this year, and the importance of family, and I know this is a time when all of you will be spending time with your loved ones. Either loved ones will be coming to your home here, or you'll be going, across and traveling to be with your loved ones, be it your parents, your kids, your extended family. I had, in our family, I had a difficult moment with my dad this year. I don't know, some of you may know about it. The others, I wanted to share. This is, my dad was here in Grand Rapids a couple of years back for summer. This photo is from them. And then this year, while I was in Mackinac Island on a North America, Doug, Steve, and I were together with Andrew for an NAGC. I got the news my dad suffered a massive heart attack. I sometimes, think about it as a son. When I go to sleep, I love my sleep. As you know, I keep talking about sleep all the time. I had put my phone on discreet, and Mom was trying to reach me through the night while I was sleeping. And, so we went back immediately. I got all the support. And he was in the hospital, in the intensive care for almost a fortnight. Usually someone is back out of 2 days. So he's recovered. He's well. But what I look back is how the Amway colleagues, how Amway family supported me. I was out for 2 weeks like that. I left everything on the business, and everything was fine because my colleagues in the GLT and the others around me supported me 100%. I know this happens with many of you, by the way, whenever you have even a small, school appointment or something else, or got to take someone to the doctor, we support each other. And I felt that support during this difficult time. For me and her mother, and Amrita and I both had flown and were in India with my father as he went through the thing. But also got to me the importance of health. And while I was, with the intensive care with him, this hospital permitted one person from the family to stay in the hospital for the night. So Amrita and I used to do shifts, 6-hour shifts between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. And I started reading a book that was with me on my Kindle, but hadn't got to it, which is a book by Dr. Peter Attia on Outlive. But that book reinforced to me personally, again, the importance of health. And if you look at our lives, right, what is more important than health? I mean, everything comes and goes. but health is with us always. So be it for our own health or our loved ones, our family, as you get to 2024, as you put your feet up, enjoy 2023, enjoy the holiday time, do give a thought to what are, for want of a better word, what are the health goals you would want to set for yourself as you come to 2024, right? And seek the help of your family, your spouse, your partner, your kids, anyone. Take them along because it is so, so, so important. For me, going with my father during those 2 weeks just brought out the importance of health for all of us. And we are so lucky to be in Amway. We've got all the knowledge, all the know-how that there is a health, and we'll provide all the support for each one of us with each other so that we can be on this journey together. Anyways, enjoy today. Today is about Amway's Got Talent. And someone asked me, so Milind, what's your talent? I thought deeply and I said, nothing. And when I look at John, you look at John, what John was doing here? Like really? Like what was he doing hiding in Tokyo all these years? Oh my God. But that's just the start. There is so much coming your way. Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy holidays, have a great time, and do not check your emails.
Thank you, Merlin. I see how you made it back through the week. Happy wife, happy life. Don't wake her up at 3. But thank you for your wise words about having and finding that balance of healthy life, but sharing it with your loved ones. And this is what we're doing here. We're celebrating our life and our Amway values.
You betcha. And while you guys are all getting ready for the holidays at home, we've been busy over the past few days, and probably I know the team has been working on this for months, especially our talented performers. But we've been doing that here and getting our home ready for all of you. So I think Rick is leading that this year.
No, I think someone texted him. He must be on his way right now.
Okay, all right. So Rick will be here in a minute. All right, great.
So tired. Everybody's coming home in 15 minutes. Time for a little Christmas magic. Ah, perfect. Ready to go. Somewhere I got a list. What am I gonna do here? All right, to do. Clean up the salon, decorate the halls, check on the gifts, display old family photos, find things for guests to do. Oh, my favorite part, get food and drinks. All right, let's go. Gotta get the salon clean. Ah, what a mess. Now I gotta clean this place up. Good enough. Boy, that's some old spray cleaner. Made by Amway, though. You know, it's good stuff. Drink in excess. Check my hair. Looks good. All right. Cleanse. Tone. Moisturize. Looking good. Gotta decorate the halls. Decorate the halls. These walls are so boring. We need to do something better. See how well I can draw a tree. That looks good to me. I don't know how to draw a tree. I think we need to do more. Maybe we don't need to do more. I shouldn't be writing on these walls, so let's come up with something different. Looks like garland. Stay. Fine looking photo. What a great group of people. Oh yeah, nice. What a crazy bunch of people that is. Hey, nice. Perfect. What's next on my list?
My name's John. Let's give a hand for the two preceding. I just think that's great. It's not easy. It's not easy. I remember my first recital, I had to play something in Chopin C minor, and it was just a horrible mess, and you guys did a fantastic job. The song I'd like to play now is an older song from the 60s. Not the 1960s, actually the 960s. If you Google this song, most people say that this tune, this basic tune, was being sung in 1,200 years ago by monks in monasteries. And it's a tune that I thought, over the years, it's been played so many different ways. And I just want to share my version of O Come, O Come Emmanuel.
Okay, they told me I need to find some pictures or some games or something to keep all these people busy. Archives. This place is cool. Look at all this stuff. These old products. Never seen half of these things before. Mr. Bowles. Whoa! Represents the producer and the consumer. I don't know. All right, archives is back here, and there's all kinds of good stuff. Look at this old computer. That's not gonna help. This red wagon is perfect. All the goodies we're gonna find in here. No. Amway Fallout Shelter, what's this all about? Amway used to sell fallout shelters back in the 50s. Oh, it's a little too scary, I think, for a holiday party. Oh, the Santa hat's perfect. We'll use that instead. She's got a hat, but I still don't have anything for people to do. Let's see what's down this side. What? Games? This might be just the ticket. Amway? I had no idea we made games. Zoography. Puzzle Friends. Ooh, that looks good. That'll keep people. Everybody loves a puzzle. Yeah, that's too much arguing for. Clock puzzle. Ooh, another puzzle. That way everybody knows exactly how long they've been there. That's just crazy. I had no idea. Why? Records? All right. Music. Selling America. That's going to be the #1 holiday hit this year. Ray Charles, Spirit of Christmas, Sounds of Christmas. We're gonna throw those in there too. Oh, look, a record player. Let's put on this music. Let's find some photos. All right, let's look at all these photos. Rich and Jay. Back in the day when they were first building the world headquarters.
Christmas is the time of year
Groundbreaking.
for being with the ones we love.
There's WHQ finished.
Joy and cheer. What a wonderful feeling.
Oh, there's the founding family.
Watching the ones we love, having so much fun. I was sitting by the fireside, taking a walk through the snow, listening to choir, singing songs about Jesus, the blessed way that He came to us. Why can't it remain? All through the year, each day.
All right, that was cool looking at pictures. Time to start covering my tracks. Ooh, look at these photos. Yeah, those are some of the ones we just looked at. I better put those in there. Time to cover my tracks. Is this a CMS 1000? Amway's old vacuum? Crazy. I didn't even know we still had these. Looks good as new. Time to make a hasty getaway.
Find everything you need?
Yeah, just a couple things, but hey, don't mind me. I gotta get going. I'm in a hurry, so see you later.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party.
you
He
made it.
finally made it.
As he's been running around, even in the archives with his
know,
little
look at
Amway
that.
flyer.
I know. Check
That's
out all this cool
amazing.
stuff I've
I
got.
bet you Doug or Steve played with that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Let's see.
Here
Oh,
we
you
got.
bring.
Check out these records. Look at
Oh,
that.
look at these records. These have Amway logo. They must have PV on it.
Yeah. We got the clock puzzle.
Yeah.
Grow Wise Toys. Here, Ruben, you might want to try that one.
What about this
It's
chart-topping record?
I know,
Selling
but
America.
you know what? There was something on here that I wanted to. It said there was actually a. This is something. This was our tagline: "Shop without going shopping."
There you
Pretty
go.
amazing, right? That's like what Amazon does today, right? Pretty amazing. Thank you for
We beat 'em to
bringing
it. They
all
didn't
of
know what they were
those.
doing.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, Amway's an organization that always leads with heart. And sometimes that means just helping those that need it the most. Just recently, our community and social responsibility team had 2 drives. One here in Ada, cereal drive, and then one in Buena Park, a toy drive.
Yep, and with that, we would like to bring up Lindsay Tilley. There you are, Lindsay, to share with us a little bit more about what this means for the children.
Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you tremendously for all of those of you that participated in the 2 drives that we had going on over the last few weeks. You will see up on the screens here the list of all the nice men and women, boys and girls that gave to these drives. In West Michigan, we were donating cereal because cereal is one of the most frequently requested products from food pantries. It's something that everybody wants. If you're like me, it works for every meal. And also, it's very expensive for food pantries to procure. So we collected about 480 boxes of cereal here in West Michigan. Woo! Thank you, all of you. And we were able to share those with 4 different pantries around the West Michigan area. So thank you so much for participating in that. And in California, in Buena Park, we collected toys for drums, those awesome cardboard drums that are so great this time of year for collection drives. Thank you to all of those that brought toys in. Those toys went directly to Giving Children Hope, which is right around the corner from our Nutrilite facility. And we also had 60 volunteers from Nutrilite go over and wrap gifts, spend several hours wrapping gifts with them. So
Great.
thank you. And as a thank you to all of those that did participate, we had a raffle entry that was on each location spot, and we've entered all of those names, and we've got 2 really fun prizes to give away. So in Buena Park, the winner of the Buena Park raffle will receive 4 tickets to opening day of the Angels.
Wow, that's cool.
So we're excited about that, and I get an actual drum roll. When does that happen? And the winner is Chris Venus. So thank you so much, Chris, for your donations. And for those who participated in the cereal drive here in West Michigan, we have an opportunity for you to choose 11 friends or family or just people you care
Or your
about.
boss and your,
or your
like,
boss.
yeah, yeah.
Anyone, yes, to join you
Best
for a
friend.
Griffins game downtown in March. So in Ada, Jeanette Patrick, winners.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Lindsay.
Well, thank you, Lindsay, and thank you to all the incredible and generous Amway employees who support these beautiful causes. Now, all this talk about cereals got me hungry. Where's that feast?
Starving. Are we gonna eat?
I think so. I'm gonna go get you
okay.
some
Are we?
food.
Yeah. At least you
right.
must not be cooking.
People are starting to show up. Hey, come here. Long time no see.
Hey, how
doing,
are
Mike?
ya? Good to see ya. You know, I just pulled up in the RV. I got it sitting out there. You think that'll be a problem?
I think it'll be fine.
All right,
Hey,
you
guests
know.
are starting to show up soon. We need to find some food.
Food?
Yeah.
Where do you get food around here anymore? Every time you turn around, they're moving the cafeteria someplace else.
To Amici.
Michi, let's go.
Now we have to go through the tunnel. Food's in here, I think. Yeah, let's go.
Whoa, hey, look, they have a potato bar.
Yeah, let's
Here we
take it.
go.
That's
Look,
all right.
look. Here,
Get that guy out of
let's
here.
get.
Let's just take the whole thing. Got it.
Take us down.
You guys can't take the whole potato bar.
Well, why not?
Why?
Well, we lead with heart here. So how about we save this for everybody else? And you guys can take this tray of potatoes.
All right,
I think we can work
Let's
with
go.
that. Thank you.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Excuse me, coming through,
Come on,
coming through.
potatoes coming through.
Coming through. Beep, 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 beep. Now we have to go through the tunnel.
Oh, this is great. They got all the food and chili we need. Oh, let's get all this. Get the cart. We're gonna take all these things.
Right. We are all about we before me. Why don't you take one and leave the rest for us?
Well, how about we are hungry? I want to take all of them.
Fine, just one.
Let me just take that.
All right, let's go.
Wait. Hey, you want to come down to the party at World Headquarters with us?
I'd love to. Let me finish up here and I'll be right down.
Now we have to go through the tunnel.
Wow, look at this awesome space.
This is our Excess Experience Center.
Look, they have toys.
Yes.
Yeah. Whee!
Having some Christmas fun.
Hey, that's where they make the drinks. Let's get them from
Let's
over
go
here.
get them.
How do you open this thing?
Hey, you can't take them off the line. Aaron wouldn't be too happy about that. Happy to share our excess.
Oh, you got a lot of big taste. Here we go.
Hand it over.
There you go. Let's get that.
Right. We're having a holiday party. You should come join us.
Oh, fun. I'd love to. I'll leave here soon and meet you guys there.
Awesome.
That's good.
Let's go.
Right. Now we have to go through the tunnel.
We have to go through the tunnel again. Wow. Amway's really up their game. Look at this place. What is it?
This is the Treehouse. It's our new collaboration space. It's like brand new.
Cool. Hey, snacks.
Let's go.
Let's go. They got everything here. Look at all this.
Exactly
This is
what we
perfect. Look, they
need.
got Reese's, Jolly Rancher,
Chips,
pretzels,
Pringles,
whatever those things are.
combos.
Ooh, Milky Ways. We like those. Oh, Pop-Tarts. We're taking all of these.
Hey, you can't take those snacks. You have to pay for those.
Really? I thought they were free.
Well, coffee and fruits are free, but snacks are not. If you're looking for a treat, though, we have a lot of cookies. Would you like a plate?
Sure. Wow, these look really good. What do you think? Are these gonna be okay?
I think that's perfect.
All right, get out of here.
Let's look at the Pop-Tart.
Not the Pop-Tarts. Okay, here we go.
Now we have to go through the tunnel. Let's go.
Hey guys.
Hey,
how you doing?
How's it going?
I'm good. I've just been trying to track down this rogue elf that gets out every holiday season. It's a
Thing
whole
is a
thing.
giant pain, isn't
That's
he?
crazy.
What are you guys up to?
We're going to this holiday party.
Oh, that
You wanna
sounds
go?
fun. Can I come?
Yeah, hey, we got
Absolutely.
potatoes.
All right. To the holiday
Let's
party.
go.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Let's get inside.
I've got a beautiful plate of cookies here. Malin, this is for you. We know you've been trying to bulk up on that muscle mass, so what better way than cookies? Merry Christmas, Malin. Just
Don't
for you,
eat
my
those,
man.
Malin. They've been around for a while.
We made it.
All right.
Thank
glad
you
you made it.
guys. We're
I
so
was
glad
getting-
you're here.
I was getting hungry.
Look at that turkey. It looks so good. It looks fake.
I know it.
No, it's real.
Delicious.
My we're in a movie.
Let's get the rest of that food up here, guys.
Yeah,
Let's
Should be
pass it
plenty.
up. Let's pass it up.
That's awesome.
Let's see what you
It's
guys
a fruit
brought.
brigade. It's a fruit brigade.
All right, here we
excellent.
go.
Oh!
Whoa, whoa.
Frick!
gosh, are we gonna need more chili?
What?
We'd have to go through the tunnel
Oh
again.
my
We don't have time for that.
gosh. We can savor some of it. And we still have the turkey.
And gifts, and gifts.
Oh, and gifts,
We
and
have
gifts. And just in case any of you have a turkey at home on Christmas, we also have a vintage Amway throat evac that will, and even though we never sold it, I will do this for you, Ruben, if you start milking. I promise you I will. It has different mouthpieces, so we're all set in case this turkey is dry. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be dry. I'm just saying.
Let's find out.
Oh!
Now we don't have any
Now
food.
what do we have in here?
Maybe not that much turkey left.
This is terrible.
You know what? Let's forget about that. Let's just get the gifts. You guys want to help me hand
Yeah,
these out?
sure.
Okay, let's see what else.
Oh, we got gifts.
Check it out. Check it out.
Here you go.
Make sure everybody gets one.
Thank you.
We got,
Oh, amazing.
eggnog.
Eggnog excess. Love it. Must
Pumpkin
have just come off
spice
the line.
peppermint mocha protein bar.
Brand new. I love it.
Look at that.
This is great.
Thank you.
Hey, Brandy, is there any brandy in here?
You're so funny. It's not the first time I've heard that.
All right. Well,
Maybe next time.
you know, trying to put this all together just kind of really made me realize how hard it is to get all of these holiday plans to come together perfectly. But even though it kind of messed up a little bit, I think now's the time to have a little toast. So just want to say
Do it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
and Happy
Christmas,
New Year to
everyone.
everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers.
No brandy.
Cheers.
No brandy.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your
a double woo. It was amazing. What an honor it's been to spend this time with all of you. I think we can all relate, right? The insanity that ensues when all the families, get into our homes and everybody's together. But I think that's also the remarkable part of holidays and being together is the insanity. You have to deal with it because also comes the blessings and the joy. So just thank you all, and would just appreciate all of you guys for being here and sharing with us. This is one of our favorite traditions.
And speaking of traditions, I just love how traditions bring us all together. They give you something to look back on, but also something to look forward to next year. I remember growing up in the DR, and Christmas is just a little different. We spend Christmas at the beach.
Not bad.
Santa does wear shorts and wear flip-flops. And we don't eat turkey. We eat pork, roasted on an open fire. And to me, it was just time with family, with my cousins, with my siblings, my uncles, my aunts, my grandparents. And whatever your tradition is, I hope you make time this holiday season to spend that time with your loved ones. Yeah. And speaking of that comes, because this event is a tradition, but my very favorite tradition of this event, which started with our founding families, and we all, along with them, keep it well and alive, is reading the Christmas story. Mm-hmm. And with that, I am so happy to bring to the stage Doug and Steve.
Thank you.
Good job, you guys. Well done. Good job.
Wow, Brandy, Ruben. Ruben, you definitely made it as a Dominican Santa. That was great. I loved it. Well, he's just a warm Santa. He's full of love. What a great tradition this is. And even Millen, I'm watching Millen and thinking, Doug, we need to have a board meeting over at his house with his dog. That puppy is so smart on Amway.
That's right. We'll get a debrief.
But Christmas traditions are great. I've been able to come to these mostly with Amy and Maddie and JT. Maddie and JT are here sitting down right there with me. Amy is off with Dad. He's having a little procedure, so she said she had to be with him. But what a great tradition, I'm thinking back to even some of the traditions that we have as family, because I know the very first Christmas. Well, I remember the very first Christmas. I didn't know anything about having kids until I said something to Amy about, okay, what do I get the kids for Christmas? And she said, well, ask them for a list. You can look on the list and buy something. So Maddie and JT both gave me these big, long lists. Well, I didn't know anything about kids, so I bought everything on the list. And it was called The Christmas Santa Gone Wild. Okay. I tried to get a little better after that. But some of the other fun things that I've learned along the way. Amy, ever since the very first Christmas we had, I remember the first Christmas by the tree, big box. I had no idea what it was. It wasn't very heavy. It was very light. But we go through all the gifts, and that was the very last gift. And so the last gift is this big box, and I started opening it up. And there are Christmas ornaments to put on the tree. And every ornament in there was a different experience that we had, that Amy and I and the kids had experienced throughout the year. And she has done that every year since. We have hundreds and hundreds of Christmas ornaments. But each one of them is a great memory. So it's fun to have things like that. And sometimes Mom goes a little crazy too. I didn't realize how much she liked Christmas decorations. So we do have a couple trees in the house. She's got a silver and gold one, and then the family one. I noticed we have a little office over here. We kind of redid the old township offices over here, and those are our family offices now. And I walked around today and I counted there's 5 Christmas trees in there. So I'm not sure what's going to happen in the house we're building. But it's all fun. You know, I also remember some of those traditions way back. Years and years ago, we didn't have that many decorations on the house on Windy Hill, but Dad would put up one decoration every year. It was a big star. It was a big blue star, probably about 6 or 8 feet in diameter. And he'd go and he'd put it up on top of the roof. And as a kid, I never could quite figure that out. Not that there was anything wrong with it, but it was this big blue star. And then I remember driving with him one day out to Cascade, and we were driving down Thornapple River Drive at night. And I realized why he put it up there, because when you looked across the river, up the hill, there was this big blue star that looked like it was just hanging above the trees. And that was what he put up on the roof every year. Oh, do you remember that?
I don't remember that, no. I missed it.
So it was like a Van Andel tradition, I guess.
I must have missed it.
So traditions are great, and it's really nice to have this and be able to get together and celebrate Christmas and celebrate the end of a year, but celebrate the next year as well. But Rich always started with the Christmas story, and he had done that forever, and it's so, so wonderful that Doug is now taking that over as a tradition, and he gets to read the Christmas story here. So with that, Doug,
all right,
it's all yours.
I'll dive in. Thanks, Steve. Nice. You know, as Steve said, there's a lot of traditions, and I don't remember the blue star. I feel real bad about that. I should have been paying more attention. But you know, some of the traditions, you know, you may think that the Van Andels and DeVosses were always together, but Christmas we had a big divide because the Van Andels opened gifts on Christmas morning, and we were a Christmas Eve family, and so but we got together every Christmas morning. For all those years. And so we were all kind of bright and chipper and ready to go. And the Van Andels were sprawled out. They had just woken up. They're doing all the fun stuff of their family festivities that we would go up and interrupt. So I don't know if they really enjoyed us coming up there like that, but that's what we did. But there's a few Christmas traditions around here too. Once I was driving just past the complex a number of weeks ago after all the decorations got out, and I looked at the nativity scene that we have out front, and it finally struck me. That's the only nativity scene I've ever seen. I don't know how old that thing is. It's been here forever, and it looks great. But I found out one bit of a new tradition, new story about it, is that at one point, apparently there was a Christmas prank and baby Jesus was taken. How can you do something like that? But they said, they did report that somebody must have had a case of guilt and returned baby Jesus, which was good. But now the team apparently has glued baby Jesus to the nativity scene, so we won't have that problem anymore. You might lose, something else, but at least we have that piece solved, so to speak. But these traditions are wonderful traditions, and as Steve said, reading the Christmas story and having a time like this at the end of the year to thank you and to express our appreciation and to recognize how fun it is to be together, even though we know a lot of people are participating in different locations. We're all still connected. This coming home feel that is discussed is real. And so I would like to read the Christmas story here, and just a touch of maybe context around it. That this is really the only historical account in the Bible, Luke 2, of the Christmas story. And when we listen to it, and sometimes in the past I would interrupt the story to kind of make comments. I thought that probably not a good thing to do. But when you think about the story, it's set at a time of Roman occupation. It's set with a young unmarried couple about to have a child. It's set in rejection, where maybe there was room, but they weren't accepted in the inn. And it's set with incredible claims of angels and choirs of angels. And so as we read the story, I wanted just to encourage us to try to put ourselves into that spot. as John was saying, singing a song from 1,200 years ago, we're reading a story from 2,000 years ago that's been read and celebrated ever since. And so that's a pretty powerful tradition as well. So one tradition that I'm learning is to get glasses if I ever want to read something. So it's an honor for me to have the chance to read the Christmas story and share it with all of us. And it comes from Luke chapter 2. So here we go. And it goes like this. About this time, Caesar Augustus, the Roman emperor, decreed that a census should be taken throughout the nation. The census was taken when Quirinius was governor of Syria. Everyone was required to return to his ancestral home for this registration. And because Joseph was a member of the royal line, he had to go to Bethlehem in Judea, King David's ancient home. Journeying there from the Galilean village of Nazareth, he took with him Mary, his fiancée, who was obviously pregnant by that time. And while they were there, the time came for her baby to be born. And she gave birth to her firstborn child, a son. She wrapped him in a manger because there was no room for them in the village inn. That night, some shepherds were in the fields outside the village guarding their flocks of sheep. Suddenly, an angel appeared among them, and the landscape shone bright with the glory of the Lord. They were badly frightened, but the angel reassured them. Don't be afraid, he said. I bring you the most joyful news ever announced, and it is for everyone. The Savior, yes, the Messiah, the Lord, has been born tonight in Bethlehem. How will you recognize him? You will find a baby wrapped in a blanket, lying in a manger. Suddenly, the angel was joined by a vast host of others, the armies of heaven, praising God. Glory to God in the highest heaven, they sang, and peace on earth for all those pleasing him. When this great army of angels had returned again to heaven, the shepherds said to each other, come on, let's go to Bethlehem. Let's see this wonderful thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us about. They ran to the village and found their way to Mary and Joseph. And there was the baby lying in the manger. The shepherds told everyone what had happened and what the angel had said to them about this child. All who heard the shepherd's story expressed astonishment. But Mary quietly treasured these things in her heart and often thought about them. Then the shepherds went back again to their fields and flocks, praising God for the visit of the angels, and because they had seen the child, just as the angel had told them. And I reflect on that, and Luke, as the writer here, really was one of the writers of the Bible that gave a historical account and tried to put those pieces together. And when you look at the story and how powerful it is and how much it has to say, it continues to grab all of us. And in the midst of everything that's around us today, we still come and celebrate Christmas together. And so as we think about this story, I'm reminded about of a series from a guy named Paul Harvey. Some of you may remember that name. He was a radio announcer. He was actually one of Amway's first advertisers. And Dad and Jay got to know him because he wouldn't advertise on his nationwide radio program until he'd actually met the company or the people. And so he visited here, if I recall, in the early 1970s. But he had a program that he called The Rest of the Story, and where he would take a piece of news or he'd take a piece of history or some sort of information, and he would say, well, here's what you know, but let me tell you the rest of the story. And I can't help but reflect that as we gather here and we look at Luke chapter 2, it's a little bit of the story. It's the Christmas story. But there's a lot more to the story. And I just want to pull out a couple pieces for us maybe to think about as we are with their family and friends over the Christmas and this holiday season. The first thing that kind of comes to mind, I was at church recently, and our pastor was articulating the public perception of church, and it wasn't good. That most people in the world today would perceive the church kind of generally as judgmental, as hypocritical, as old-fashioned, and political. And I was thinking about that and reflecting on that. In the rest of this story, there's a time where Jesus had that feeling about the religious leaders of the day. They were pretty judgmental and hypocritical. They were stuck in their history, and they were quite political. Things haven't changed much. People are people throughout history. And as I thought about that, Jesus was also questioned often about the laws, and the religious leaders would always try to trip him up on certain things. And at one point they asked him which was the most important of the 613 laws that were part of the Old Testament of the Bible, which were the most important. And he said it boils down to two: love God and love your neighbor as yourself. And he said everything else connects to those two. And so as we share the Christmas story at a time when a lot of people from a lot of parts of the world would have disputes about it or be engaged in culture wars, we want to share it just out of love. The theme here is coming home. We talk about family all the time here at Amway, and we mean it. And so we share this story just out of love. And we know that we're a big family. And we know that we're a family with a lot of different backgrounds and a lot of different belief systems. And some of you have strong positions on different ways about what you think about the Christmas story. And that's okay. We love everybody. We don't have a perspective that's judgmental. We certainly work hard not to be hypocritical. Try to move forward. Trying to avoid politics. Goodness gracious. Trying to do that. It's kind of hard to do. But we respect each and every one of you. The jobs that you do, because each and every one of you are important to make this business what it is. But more importantly, the people you are. We have a deep and abiding respect and appreciation for who you are and how you think about things. And so as we gather, we want to take this time to share the story in love. And then there's one other thing that I had read and heard recently that I thought was interesting. And a lot of times in the culture wars of Christmas, everybody would try to say, well, it's not about this, it's not about this, it's about Jesus. And I heard someone say, really, no, that's not it either. And I thought, well, that's an interesting perspective. It says it's really about you and me. And went on to explain that God didn't need Christmas. We need Christmas. God doesn't need us. God loves us, you and me. And that's what Christmas is for. Because God so loved the world. And that's just a little bit from the rest of the story. The story of Christmas is because Jesus came to serve, not to be served. Christmas is about you and about God's love for you. So as we go into the Christmas season, into the holidays ahead, there's going to be a lot of times where it might be hard to show some love, especially at family events. We love family. We work real hard, want to get together with family, and then when you do, you go, why'd we do that? Don't know if this was a good idea or not. Don't know if I want to do this next year or not. Maybe my Christmas gift next year will be to go somewhere else. But we know as family, in your family or in our broader Amway family, we know there's a range of emotions every day and every Christmas and holiday season. There's a lot of good things that are happening. There's a lot of reason for joy and for celebration. But we also know there's a lot of hurt that happens this time of year. And so our prayer would also be for hope and for healing if you're in that place. But wherever you are on that spectrum, the idea and the gift of Christmas is that Christmas is for you. Because God so loved you, he came here to this earth 2,000 years ago for you. And that's what we get to celebrate. And that's where Steve and I have the joy of representing our families and being able to express to you, from our families, to you, to your family, and really to all of us in the Amway family, our love and our appreciation and a time of coming together to celebrate Christmas. And so with that, we love you. Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a great time here. Congratulations to all that you for all that you do. Thank you for those of you who are spending the time to celebrate with us by sharing your gifts and talents. And we hope you all have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Silent night, holy
I personally can only think of one word after these last conversations with Doug and Steve and with Christina, and the word is blessed. I think we all sit here in our seats today or stand up in the back. Thank you so much for standing. We thought we had enough chairs. They knew Ruben was going to be emceeing, so I think they flocked here. Wow, it's just amazing. But honestly, we are all sincerely blessed. The talent, the people, the work we do, the ABOs we get to support. I mean, it's just truly extraordinary. So we have one last tradition, and we invite all of the performers and Doug and Steve and Melinda on stage to sing We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Come on, girlie.
Miss Martin.
You a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Well, if you guys thought this was fun, sign up for next year. Or the band.
Or the band.
Thank you all. Have a great holiday season.
We wish